Yo everybody, Sir Comfort here for you with yet another weekly benchmark. Yo everybody, Sir Comfort here for you with yet another weekly benchmark video. It's been a week. It's been a hard week. Felt like really bad the entire week. Basically had a cold multiple times. Went through, had to work all of those days that I was sick. It's fine. I had pretty easy work days. Nothing really much of note happened, which is good. To not be able to say that there's something that happened is always a good thing. As per usual, excuse me. Still coming over that cold. It's been tough. Yeah, it's been tough. Been barely scraped by, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't had a stockpile for a long while. And stockpiles are not normally something. However, you know, it is what it is. These kind of things happen. I did get a haircut, so that's why I look like this. It's good to have a haircut once in a while. Oh, it's starting to look pretty bad. Somehow I went without sleep, and then I slept for like 2 hours, and then I woke up and I realized, oh yeah, I have to draw. And thankfully, as per usual, I have impeccable timing with my sleep. I only slept 2 hours, even though it was in my bed, I was able to wake up in time and say, you know what, it's time to lock in, and then I locked in, and then I submitted it on time. With this video, I should be able to submit it on time too, so that's a plus. I'm doing pretty well on that. Despite how talkative I sound like I'm having a good time, I assure you, it's been an absolutely awful train wreck of a week. The only thing that has been good is work, and at work, it's like I'm taking it for granted as per usual because I really like my job. It is what it is. You know, it's hard, tough, and that's how it goes. However, I did do day 21 today. It was a weekly gal. Coincidence, likely, that a weekly gal would coincide with 21. Really tested me. I ran out of stockpile for easy to draw girls for the weekly gal draw. And now I have to resort back to drawing Blue Archive girls or something. Or I find another girl from Professor Layton that looks, you know, like she can work. But all those designs are way too complicated, and I'm essentially screwed from now on, I'm not gonna lie. Chances are not likely that I make it through. I'm running slowly out of Professor Layton characters to draw. I'm at a fugue state. I've basically run out of everything. Even though it's been like a safe week, I've been able to do what the fuck I want for as long as I want, as often as I want. It's been absolutely terrible. For the essence of progression to say that I'm doing well, because clearly I am not doing well at all. However, you know, it is what it is. Kind of things happen, you know. Anyhow, pressures alleviated. They were somewhat alleviated, but it was offset by the fact that I completely took advantage of it and I started fucking around and I found out and it fucking sucked. As per usual, I'm going over like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago posts. I think this is like the third time I've talked about these sets of pictures. Self-consistency, fine. Double pressed, it's fine. Indigo Spectacle, and Double Rest are married. Imprison Confusion. Procrastination's dealt. Like, I don't remember if I said this last time, but this is just kind of fucking stiff. Kind of stiff. The eyes are too big. There's a lot of problems with it. This is fucking peak, though. I really like this. Everything that I did with this, absolute fucking peak. One of the best Kankole fairies I've ever fucking drawn. I still don't get why. Probably because I was procrastinating so that I wouldn't have to put much thought into this. However, I still like the second page. It's basically what I could do given the day and how I only did it in a day. And I had to draw another picture on top of that. And then the next day I would have to draw 2 more pictures. I think this was pretty good. No, wait, that was like weeks ago. With this and this and this and this. This was just this and this. Thoughtful Thursday. You can see why it's been a tough week when you had this on top of this 2 weeks in a row. And now I'm just in a fugue state, just trying to fucking live my life for the last week. And I think I finally got in. Free of the hold of the upper class. This gets 2 likes. I don't understand it. Bullied prerogative, it's fine. Fall back hold, it's fine. Seared crunch, I was so fucking out of it at this one. I basically had happening. I just wanted something easy to draw. Over excessive excess. Pretty good, actually. I think it could have passed off as a weekly gal draw. Not really. I think I did terrible on the face. Well, I mean, I did a fine job, but I didn't do a great job. Conclusive malaise. It's about as good as I hoped it would be. Getting this right, these angles right, fucking a pain. I'm not gonna lie. Challenging mean. I don't recall if I covered this last week. However, this one was just kind of tough. The posture's all wrong. Kind of feels like the top half is disjointed at times if you think about it really hard. And the legs are kind of off. It just like the top half is good. The bottom half does not join conjointly with the upper half as well as I hoped it would. In processing, the skeleton looked fine to me. However, post-processing, it looks terrible. Breaks forgiven. After the absolute peak of last week with that fairy, I just completely burnt out on fairy. I just completely fucking... I did the worst kind of job. I don't even know what kind of... I know what it is, but it's not that good. Sublime Arrogance. Got 3 likes, even though it was like one of the fastest draws I ever did do. It was like 50 minutes total. 20 minutes for sketch, 30 minutes for translation into fine line, into coloring, into shading, to submissions. It was an absolute fucking rush job. And these, you can see from the butterflies, the absolute struggle that I had. I basically just like went with the first iteration on that. Still 3 likes though. That's ridiculous. Shiny spinning tandems. I had no idea what was happening with it. Especially this underside. Don't know. Circling motions. It's fine. I went through a few rehashings. Pretty good. Grab bag English. This one was really close, and so was the next one. This one and this one, boyfriend and girlfriend, both were exceptionally fucking tedious. A lot of details for no exact real reason. And I was not into it. I was just completely rushing it. And yesterday was so fucking awful for this one. Rocky Circumstance, damn fucking straight. I always call it with my titles. Grab bag Anguish, it was pretty fucking awful. But this Rocky Circumstance fucking made me so fucking mad. Everything related to this drawing fucking sucked. There were so many fucking problems. And it wasn't problems of drawing it or shading it or coloring it or whatever. It was just problems with Photoshop. It was like the first time in ever that Photoshop just completely straight up said, you know what? Fuck off. You don't fucking get to draw. And it was like that for 2 to 3 hours where I tried troubleshooting it. And it consistently said no. And I consistently said why. And it consistently said, I don't fucking know why. Lol, get screwed. It was so fucking awful. I was so close to losing my fucking mind. 11:54. I would have submitted exactly on time before 11 if it wasn't for that fucking garbage. Grab Bag English was a pre-11. It was a submission on time. This was just... There were so many fucking problems. I had to restart my computer 3 to 4 times. I had to update my drivers. I had to go through so many fucking hoops and fucking nonsense. Just absolute fucking nonsense to get this working. And at the end of the day, I just barely fucking made it. If this was the one that done me in on some goofy ass fucking kid that's crazy about his girl, honestly based, because I do feel like, you know, being in love with your gal and wanting to propose to her is so fucking based. However, if this is where I fall on this fucking kind of drawing with this amount of detail, it's not even that much. I'm fucking losing my fucking mind, because if anything, it should be on a weekly gal draw that I lose it all. Or like a Ken Cole drawing. Both of those are high relevance to me. It would be understandable if I lost on those, but it's so fucking often that I lose on a Professor Layton character, even though I really shouldn't, because they have weird ass proportions sometimes that really throw me off. Anyhow, my final one was Brutal Stand. I only had like 3 hours to draw this, yet I still think the end result pretty fucking peak. I feel like I did a pretty good job despite it all. And that's the hilarious part. For the 21st to be a Brutal Stand, the color palette was simple. The character concept was simple. I didn't have to draw legs. As a result, I was able to do it in 3 hours. However, I think I really should have saved this for another day. However, it is what it is. Anyhow, this has been SiriConver here for you with yet another weekly benchmark video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time or something, I'll see you all later. Thanks so much for watching.